As usual, we start this test with both the phones in airplane mode connected to Wi-Fi and no apps running in the background. The OPPO F7 is powered by a MediaTek Helio P60 octa-core processor, which is said to be pretty powerful, so it'll be interesting to see how it stacks up against the Redmi Note 5 Pro, which has been one of the best in its segment with the octa-core Snapdragon 636. The devices are available with both 4 or 6 gigs of RAM, but both the devices in this test have 4 gigs. The OPPO F7 is off to a flyer and has a pretty substantial lead, which it holds up until the end of the first lap when it finishes first with a time of 2 minutes and 5 seconds, while the Note 5 Pro comes in at second with a time of 2 minutes and 32 seconds. The gap is made even bigger as the F7 managed to fly through the rest of the apps as we reopen them in reverse order to judge the RAM management in the best way possible. The F7 manages to redraw practically all apps from memory and finishes the entire speed test with a total time of 2 minutes and 32 seconds, while the Note 5 Pro finished second with a total time of 3 minutes and 15 seconds. The OPPO F7 seems to have really good processing power under the hood, and although many, including yours truly, were skeptical about the ability of the MediaTek processor, it emerged as the winner. It'll also be interesting to see how the 6GB variants stack up against each other, and we'll try to source units to do a speed test between them as well. The OPPO F7 absolutely smashes it in the second lap especially, and even if you take into account the weird mishit and some touch issues on the 5 Pro in the second lap, it still couldn't have possibly come first. While the F7 is noticeably costlier than the Redmi Note 5 Pro, it seems to be snappier than the latter if that's your thing. However, in day-to-day life, these phones may not be tested as much and will not be that much different in terms of speed. You can find the purchase links for both the smartphones from the description below. Thanks for watching, see you again in the next one.